I'm Ronnie, and I'm going to be talking about books. Alright, so, I don't have that many books at this house, so I put the, 4 I had with me in the background to make it more bookish. My beautiful bookshelf isn't here, and I miss it dearly. Anyways, because of that, I don't have the book I'm going to be talking about today, so I'm just going to put a picture right here for a little bit. Today I'm going to be talking about Forever and Always Lara Jean by Jenny Han. If anyone doesn't know what the To All the Boys I Loved Before series is, oh my god, go read it. It's so good. So it starts with To All the Boys I Loved Before, and basically the main character is Lara Jean, and she writes these letters to get over guys. So it's like when she's ready to move past a crush, she puts all of her feelings into this letter and then keeps it in a hat box. So she has a couple of these letters in her hat box, and then one day they get mailed, which is anxiety central for me, and Lara, I guess. So it follows that story. So if you haven't read those books, go away, because I'm going to be talking about the third book, and you don't want to be spoiled for these. These books are like cotton candy cocaine. When you read them, it's like you're lounging around in sugar happy land, and they are so good and so sweet, and they're just warm for your heart. So, goodbye. Go read them. Shoo. So, if you're still here, that either means that you read the book, or you don't care about being spoiled and you don't want to have a wonderful time reading this book. Seriously, if you haven't read it, leave. But anyways, I didn't think that we were going to get a third book. I thought it was always going to be To All the Boys I Loved Before and P.S. I Still Love You. I never thought we were going to get the magical third book that we did, but we got it, and it was wonderful, and it was so good. I was so ecstatic the minute Jenny Han was like, yeah, I'm writing a third book. And then I forgot that she was I forgot when it was coming out. So I knew it was happening, it slipped out of my mind, and then I was walking through Barnes & Noble, and I look, and it's Always and Forever Lara Jean, and I was like, hold the phone. Anyways, I went, and I bought it, and I made myself finish the book I was reading, so then I read the book, and it was so good. It was so good. First things first, I was not done with Peter and Lara Jean's story. The whole first book, they were so cute, and I was on Team Peter from the very beginning. I was never John Ambrose McLaren. He came in, he stole my home. I mean, I guess he was cute, but I like Peter better. Ever since the, Halloween part where they were chasing each other around the hallways, that was cute. And they're so different. They're just so good together, you know? You know if you've read the books. But for all of the second book, they were, broken up and or fighting, and it was, stupid. And so I wanted a book where they were just, power couple. And that's what we got. But also, I liked how this book, Peter and Lara were in there, but their relationship was more casual. There wasn't any relationship drama until later. It focused on what was going on in Lara's life and all of that stuff. And I loved the senior year storyline, because I'm a senior in high school and I'm graduating in a week, which is scary. But the college thing is true. You have these expectations and you think you're gonna go somewhere, but it doesn't always turn out to be the case, even if you're super smart and have a great application and all that stuff. I was lucky enough to get into my top school, but it doesn't always happen, and it didn't happen for Lara. And yeah, that can be confusing, especially when you commit like she did. She planned on it and she was set on it. And so of course, when you don't get into your main school and you have to be okay, I guess I'll go there and then try to transfer. When she was saying that, I was I want her and Peter to be together, but I don't want her to transfer to be with him. I want her to go somewhere that makes her happy. Because college especially is just this time in your life that I'm approaching fast, and I just want to have the best college time I can. And I wanted Lara also. She just kept saying she was going to transfer, and I was like, girl, you don't have to transfer. If you find a place where you're happy, be there. And when she and Chris went on that spontaneous road trip to the other school that was so hard to get into, and she loved it there, I was like, she needs to go there. She needs to. She and Peter can figure it out. I believe in them as a couple to stay together, and that's where Lara needed to be. So I loved the high school storyline. They went over all of the little milestones and all of that things. And what Peter wrote in Lara's yearbook was so cute. Just their list. It had to be a list, because that's how they began, with their agreement list for fake dating. Okay, family. Oh, I loved that her dad and Trina got married. Like, they were so cute, and I just want them to be happy, and, like, they have a family, and I really liked how Jenny put in how Margot was feeling, because I totally get that. Like, you come back from being away at college, and there's this whole other life that you didn't get to be a part of. But you want your family to be happy, but it's hard without being bitter, you know, because you want to be there for all of it. And she, like, missed the whole dating steps, and she just arrived with, like, Trina already basically living in their house, and then the engagement and the wedding. And, like, yeah, that could be really hard, especially if, like, she's your neighbor that you've always kind of known but not really gotten to know. Like, Kitty knows her. She and Trina have a bond. Lara Jean knows her because she's been there. But poor Margot didn't have any of that. And I really felt for her. I loved her boyfriend, though. He was really cute, and, like, how Lara Jean was like, I think my boyfriend's in love with your boyfriend, because Peter loved, like, having fun with him and stuff. And I loved Lara Jean and Ravi's little Hogwarts house thing, like, guess the Hogwarts house. I myself am not a Hufflepuff. I'm a Slytherin. But, yeah, I thought it was nice. Oh, Lara Jean and Peter. Okay, I really liked how this was put out, because it is hard when you're in a relationship and you're going to college. Like, I'm dealing with some of that myself. I'm doing it differently than they did, but I understand why Peter got scared, because he had this plan where he was going to go with his girlfriend, who he loves a lot, to college, and then she didn't get in. And so he's like, okay, but she'll be an hour away. He was, like, trying to reassure himself, and then when she wanted to go somewhere 3 hours away, I understand how he felt like it was just all falling apart. Like, I understand where the miscommunication happened, but I'm really glad that they worked it out. Like, when Lara Jean broke up with him, I was upset, one, because she was drunk when she broke up with him, which was not the right moment to do it, and two, because, well, they broke up, which was stupid, because I feel like they could have at least tried, you know? And they did, and I knew that they weren't going to stay broken up, because honestly, Peter's not going to let that happen, and Lara Jean, like, instantly regretted it, and she was like, well, maybe I made the right choice, and I was like, honey, you didn't. You made the wrong choice. You and Peter can survive this because you both love each other a lot. But they got back together. That was such a nice moment at the wedding. Okay, this is just a cute family thing I remembered. When Kitty wrote the note and she was like, I'm gonna miss you in 11, and, like, Lara Jean was, like, crying because she just wanted, like, Kitty to miss her, and of course Kitty's gonna miss her. She's her sister. But overall, I really loved this book. I think I would give it, like, a 4.5 out of 5, 4.3. It was really good. I loved it, though. Read it. It's amazing. And also, it was like, I read it the perfect time, too, because I read it, and Lara Jean was going through all of this, and I'd already been through that, and so I really could sympathize with her. I think that change will be really good for Lara Jean. I know she's a fictional character, but in her fictional character world, I think change will be good for her, and I feel like she needs to go somewhere farther from home. It's still close enough for her, but it's farther away where she can experience a whole new world. I'm sorry. But she can experience that new environment, and it's not so familiar. Lara Jean needs to step out of her comfort bubble. But I loved this book. It was amazing. If you've read it, let me know your favorite parts in the comment section down below. And like and subscribe. Some of you were so nice on my last video, saying, like, welcome and thanks, I'm here, and I made a video. I didn't make one for a while because I forgot. I said that in my first video. I said I would be bad about making videos. So let's see how good of a job I do. Goodbye.